WHLD's Victory Honor Roll of the Air pays tribute to a Niagara frontier man who has sacrificed his life in the service of his country. The bugles sang truce, for the night cloud had lowered, and the sentinel stars set their watch in the sky, and thousands had sunk on the ground, overpowered, the weary to sleep, and the wounded to die. Stay, stay with us, rest, thou art weary and worn, and fain was their war-broken soldier to stay. But sorrow returned with the dawning of morn, and the voice in my dreaming ear melted away. War is not a dream, it's a cruel reality that causes heartbreak and sorrow, not just for a certain few, because in death there is no partiality. No one person or class of people can be accepted. Today our sons, brothers, and husbands are dying on the battlefields the world over. One of the gallant young men who sacrificed his life just 3 months ago was Corporal John Elmer Rieker, the son of Mr. and Mrs. George Rieker of 2016 18th Street in Niagara Falls. Maybe that name doesn't come to you at first, because Johnny Rieker had a nickname. Everybody called him Sonny. Sonny Rieker. That seemed more natural. Sonny was an exceptionally cheerful young soldier. His letters to the folks back home were so full of enthusiasm because he was so confident that the Allies would come out on top. He never doubted that for a moment. There was always a well-known byword at the end of Sonny Rieker's letters, too. Love, and keep smiling. He was like that. Johnny Rieker was born in Buffalo, but he moved to Niagara Falls about 4 years ago. He graduated from Public School number 39 in Buffalo and attended the Bethlehem Evangelical Church. When he came to the Power City, Sonny got his first job at the International Cooperage Company, where he worked with his father. Dad Rieker and Sonny were close companions, and when Mr. Rieker was transferred to the Falls from the Buffalo plant, Sonny changed jobs too. The fellows at the cooperage thought a lot of Sonny. He had a naturally happy and congenial disposition, a pleasant guy to work with. He took part in all the sports at the Falls plant and was well known in athletic circles. Rieker was a pretty patriotic when it came to the tough business of war. He wanted to fight, so he didn't lose any time getting into the Army. He was a good soldier and promotions came rapidly for him. But Sonny, like all of our fighting men, still didn't feel that he was doing all he could until he could get a chance to take a crack at the enemy. He wanted to get into the war zone just as soon as possible. America's victory was the thing that counted most. Sonny figured that it was worth everything to him, and he wasn't worried about the cost. That chance came when plans for the invasion of North Africa were completed. Sonny Rieker was with the American troops, readying for battle, and when the time came, he saw plenty of action. In fact, he was wounded at the hand of the enemy on the African front. That was in July, and Sonny was forced to take it easy for a while, and he spent several weeks in the hospital. But as you know, you can't keep a good man down. And the minute Sonny Rieker was up again, he wanted to go right back and fight. On September the 20th, he wrote to the folks back home to tell them that everything was okay. He was cheerful, happy, feeling swell, and getting along fine. There was more good news, too. He had just received another stripe for his service and had been promoted to a corporal's rating. But the next day, Sonny Rieker went into action again and died from wounds sustained in battle. The news was a tremendous shock to his family, especially after the enthusiastic letter they had received from their boy. But like so many other American families, they had to accept the fact. Sonny Rieker was dead, one of the thousands of boys buried on foreign soil because he sacrificed his life in the line of duty. Today there's a picture hanging in the office of the International Cooperage plant. It's a photo of a young soldier, Corporal John E Rieker. For his heroic deed, he will never be forgotten. But that smiling face is also a reminder to the fellows who worked with Sonny that they have a big job to do back on the home front to make up for their co-workers' bravery. In the words of the poet, we dedicate this: Soldier, rest. Thy warfare is over. Sleep the sleep that knows not breaking. Dream of battlefields no more. Days of danger, nights of waking. In our isle's enchanted hall, hands unseen thy couch are strewing. fairy strains of music fall, every sense in slumbered Ewing. Soldier, rest, thy warfare o'er, dream of fighting fields no more. Tonight we on the home front proudly salute Corporal John E Rieker, United States Army.